Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tara with Simply Made Eats, and today we are making air fryer garlic parmesan chicken wings. These are so good. It is officially football season, so I had to kick it off with chicken wings, of course. These are cooked in the air fryer, so no grease, no oil. It is just a super simple recipe, and these wings get so crispy. My favorite thing to make in the air fryer is chicken wings, so I'm super excited to share this recipe with you. I will give you some different options for sauces too. We've got a barbecue sauce that we could make, or we've got just plain buffalo wing sauce, which is also delicious, but this is just a really simple recipe and I know you guys are gonna love it, so stick around and let's get to it. The first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is preheat our air fryer. I know on mine, some of them are different, but I know on mine, I just hit chicken wings and it's gonna start preheating by itself. So for wings, it's 400 degrees at 25 minutes. Also, for the wings, I definitely recommend thawing them out. You don't really wanna cook them frozen. They're just not gonna be as good that way. Mine are already thawed out. I'm using the Smart Chicken Wings, which are really good, and they're not very expensive. It's like $7 for 10 of them, and they're organic. So highly recommend those. So back to the chicken wings, we're gonna do a super simple seasoning on this because what I've noticed is the more that you season them, the more it tends to burn on the air fryer, and we don't want burnt crispy wings, we just want crispy wings. So we're gonna do a really simple seasoning. For the wings, you're gonna go ahead and just add them into a bowl, give them a nice little toss, and then we're gonna add in some ranch seasoning. We've got a tablespoon here and some salt and pepper. If you don't have ranch seasoning, you can just use a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder. And then you just wanna give these a really good toss to make sure that that gets on every single chicken wing. Once this is preheated, we're gonna add our chicken wings right into the air fryer. I like to just do 10 at a time. Just helps them to get really nice and crispy. Next, we're just gonna chop up our parsley. I've just got about a tablespoon or so of fresh parsley, and I like to mince it up. This is just gonna go on the top after it's all finished up. You don't have to have this, but I think it's like kind of a nice little fresh element to bring into the chicken wings. Is everybody ready for football season? I can't believe it's already here. It's like so crazy how fast summer went by. At first I was like, my kids have been back in school for like a whole month now. It's so crazy. Well, maybe 3 weeks, but the first couple weeks I was like traumatized that summer was over. Now I'm like, okay, I think I'm here for it. So you wanna just mince this up really nice and fine. We're gonna do the same thing with our garlic. These wings are really all about the garlic, so you wanna use about 3 to 4 cloves of it because we want that nice strong garlic taste. I really like using fresh garlic for this recipe. You can use the store-bought kind, but this is just better. And it doesn't take too much time to just mince it up. This is gonna cook in butter, so we're not getting like a raw garlic taste. We're getting like a nice, just roasted garlic. This garlic is gonna be directly on the chicken wings, so you wanna make sure you put some effort in and really mince it nice and small. Nobody wants a giant bite of garlic. Especially if you have like friends over and get that stinky breath, no thanks. Next, we're gonna shred a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. When you're shredding your cheese, you want it really nice and fine, and I highly suggest Parmigiano Reggiano cheese for this recipe. You know, if it has this print on it, I usually have like a giant block of it, but I've used it all because I go through it in like 1 month. It's crazy. But this is just gonna give you like a really different, salty, rich taste that you're just not gonna get from that bottled version. If you can, you know, just budget for this, I promise you it's worth it. I get mine from Costco and it's not super expensive and it's a really good high quality cheese. Into a skillet over medium-low heat, you're gonna go ahead and melt your butter, and then you wanna add in the garlic. When you're cooking your garlic, just keep the heat on medium-low and make sure to stir it frequently. What we want is for that raw taste to come out of the garlic so it tastes a little bit roasted. But we do not want the garlic to brown at all because that's gonna cause a bitter taste. And this is just gonna cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Once it's finished cooking, we're gonna transfer it right into our bowl so we stop that cooking process. My butter is starting to brown a little bit, which is totally fine. We just do not want the garlic getting really bitter. If you're liking this video so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for new recipes every single week. Okay, so really quick while our garlic butter is cooling, let's talk sauces. So if you're not into the garlic Parmesan sauce, no big deal. You can use barbecue sauce. My oldest daughter loves this. I like to use a thicker sauce like this rather than a really thin vinegar-based sauce like this, or you can do a little bit of both together, but you want that thick sauce so it actually sticks to the wings. The other option is buffalo wing sauce, so you can use just already wing sauce from like Frank's. This has a really good buffalo wing sauce. If you want to make it, there's recipes all over the internet, but it's basically just hot sauce and butter mixed together, usually a little bit heavier on the hot sauce. Frank's hot sauce is really good for that, and you just whip it up on the stovetop. It is no big deal. So you can really use any sauce that you want for these wings. They're gonna be super versatile. It's just simple seasoning on them, so we can use whatever we want. Okay, so halfway through the air fryer will usually beep. I like to go ahead and flip these just so that every side gets really nice and crispy. To finish up our Parmesan garlic wing sauce, we've just got a couple tablespoons of mayo that we're gonna add to this cooled garlic butter. And then we're gonna add in a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. You really want a good quality cheese here. And you're just gonna give it a nice little stir. And I know it's gonna look a little bit thick, but once we add those hot wings in there, it's gonna be just perfect. Okay, so our wings are done. You can see that they came out so crispy. I always like want to be careful so I don't tear that skin off. Look how crispy those are. Perfect. And when they're still hot, we want to toss them right into that sauce. I like to just hit it with a little bit of fresh parsley at the end, just to finish these off. And then you can always add some extra Parmesan cheese too. Why not, right? Perfect for game day. That's it, we're all done with these air fryer garlic Parmesan wings. I hope you guys like this one. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you make it. Happy football season. Make sure to subscribe so we can keep on cooking together, and I will see you next week. Bye. I could like literally eat this sauce plain. It's so good. It is so good. You guys, you need these.